of all, congratulations to all of you. You guys have done a great job, or rather you are doing a great job. You're learning English and you've covered all the basic stuff in English. You know your sentences and we're very happy about that. But now I think it's time to take your language skills to the next level, a notch higher. Yes, don't you want to? Of course you should, because it is imperative to understand the various aspects of sentence, the different types of sentences, so you can use them and you can understand when others are using those sentences while speaking to you. I'm sure you don't want to be lost wondering, what did he try to say? I mean, that is not something that I know of. Of course not. You shouldn't go through that. So, this is what today's lesson is about. But before we begin, I'd want you, or rather I'd request you to subscribe to the channel. Just click there and press on that beautiful bell icon there. Come on, quickly. And well, if you've done it, please ask your friends to do it and you will get notified about all the upcoming lessons. Alright, well, let's start today's lesson. Yes, it's about active and passive voice. Trust me guys, it's not that boring, okay? It's not that technical. It's very simple, but it is important for you to stay on and watch the entire lesson till the end, because I have certain things where you may get stuck while using active and passive sentences, but I'll cover that in the end. So hold on, wait and learn, okay? Let's start. To simplify this so-called perceived, complex lesson, I have chosen to only cover the present tense today. Okay, so we'll go tense-wise, so there is no confusion. So let's start. So active and passive. Now, first, what is active? What is passive? Okay, the man takes the dog for a walk is active. Simple. You know that it's basic, simple sentence. But supposing I want to generate some curiosity and I come and tell you, I've been told that Daniel and Samantha are dating, okay. So, I have generated that curiosity because I have not told you who's told me that, right. I have just told you I have been told. Do you know who's told me? Of course not. And I don't want to tell you who told me because someone has asked me not to say their names or tell others that they have said it. So, let's see how we can generate curiosity or speak even more effectively in English. Yes, so my first sentence goes, Rita narrates a story to the children. Simple present tense, okay. She narrates a story to the children. Now, she is the doer of the action or the subject, what you may say so. And we have an object. You all have learned this in simple sentences. So far you have a subject, you have an object, you have a verb, okay. So, it's the same thing, we're just going to play around a little bit with these. Now, at any point of time, if you're confused, which probably you would be, as to what is an object. An object is a person or thing on which action is done, okay. It is not the last word of the sentence. This is not the object. If I say Rita narrates, is she narrating the children? No, she is narrating a story. So, you need to understand, the minute you are confused, ask the question what. Rita narrates what, okay, and you have your object here. Fine. So, let's put this in a better way, or rather in a little complicated way, which is not that bad. A story, okay, so I've made the object into a subject, so this has become my new subject. A story is narrated to the children by Rita, okay. Remember, you do not change the doer of the action. So, Rita is narrating, the children are not narrating. So, Rita still remains the narrator. How do you still sustain her as the doer? You add the word by, okay. So, subject becomes object, object becomes subject. Now, my verb is in the present tense, narrates. When I put it in the past tense, when I put it in passive voice, I will put it in past participle, not the past tense, that's past participle. So, narrated is the third form or the past participle, okay. But friends, you have to remember that you cannot change the tense, okay? It will remain in the present tense. So to keep it in the present, I use the word is. A story, because it's one, okay? A story is narrated to the children by Rita. Simple. So I come and tell you, hey, a story is narrated to the kids by the teacher every single day, all right? So I have put it from active to passive voice, okay? So here you have the simple present tense active, simple present tense passive. Fair enough, subject, object, object, subject. The verb goes in the past participle form and you add a supporting verb to maintain the tense, okay, of that particular sentence. Let's take a look at the next example in present tense. The doctor is treating these patients, okay. So imagine we're talking about here the doer, simple sentence. I mean simple in the sense means easy, but it's a present continuous, okay. You have the present continuous tense here, is treating these patients. So imagine you and I are walking into a hospital and I'm like, these patients are being treated by the doctor. And you'll be like, what? Yes, that's the passive voice. So hold on. Is treating who? Who is the question, or treating what? In this case, who, because they are people. You have the object. Fair enough? Okay. So you have these patients. Object becomes subject. So you have the new subject here. Okay. Are being treated. Now, let's go step by step. Treating is the verb. Put it in the past participle form. Okay. Fair enough. And because it is in the present continuous tense, you cannot change it. So you say are being. This being, B-E-I-N-G, which is a present continuous form of the verb be, is used in passive voice because to maintain the continuous form. And you have are being, because I can put were being, will, or you will get confused because it could be the past tense, it could be the present tense, but here it's present, so you need to put a present verb. But now you need to understand the doctor is, but here the patients, plural, you will have a plural verb. And here you have by, that means the doctor is still doing the action though you have put this sentence in the passive voice. Simple. He is the object and he still remains the doer of the action. Please remember, you cannot change the doer, friends, because if you do that, the whole meaning will change. Like you cannot say these patients are treating the doctor. No, that's hell, okay? Don't even think about that. So are being treated by the doctor because he is doing the action. Fair enough? So this was a simple present, continuous present. Let's see the next one. Oh, we have a present perfect tense. The students have played this game. Students are doing the action, subject plus doer, okay. Doing what? What are they doing? Okay, they've played. Played what? What? The game, object, okay. The tense is present perfect, have played. Now, played is already in the past participle. Great, the job is done here, okay. But this game has played becomes wrong. I want to tell you the game has been played. So here we put been, okay, in present perfect, okay, passive. So you got to remember these small things, okay. So you have this game has been played by the students. I have followed the same rule. I have made the subject the object here by, okay. You have a new object. This game has become the subject, but has because one game, okay. I can't say this game have been played. So remember, when you are changing subject object, the verb has to agree with the new subject, in this case has. All right. So I have a present perfect passive voice. Like I told you in the beginning, I have been told that Daniel and Samantha are dating. So I have been told. So that is the present perfect tense. I'm not mentioning who because I chose not to. Well, you can do that. So next time you know how to let out a little secrets. Okay. Now, confusion is what happens in a question. Okay. So why does your brother write such poems? Simple present tense, why does your brother? Don't answer it, don't even think about it. All you need to do is change the from active to passive. You don't have to answer why he writes such poems. So, why will remain there because it's a question. You want to keep it in the question form. Now, why are, this is subject and you have the object here. Let's interchange. You have why are such poems, verb in the past participle. Okay. Why are such poems written by your brother? Okay. I have maintained the tense, subject becomes object, object becomes subject. Now supposing, let's take the same situation, I'm a bit annoyed or I'm a bit upset about your brother writing such letters and I don't want to offend you, okay, so I don't want to tell you your brother. So I come and say, why are such poems written? Okay, I can just say this much. I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to take his name and be mean or sound belittling. So I say, why are such poems written? So, well, that's how you use a passive voice, that's how you generate curiosity, that's how you speak less offensively in a dicey situation. Okay, so that's what you do in questions. Question remains a question, subject, object, object, subject. Verb goes in the past participle, and yes, because it is present tense, I have kept a present tense verb. Alright. Okay, so the last one's a bit tricky and you need to pay a little more attention because people speak English all over the world. Okay, now that you know the rules, I'm sure you're going to come up with this sentence. English is spoken by people all over the world. First, let's just identify subject, okay, verb. All over the world is not the object. What is spoken? English. Here's your object. Now, you will go with the normal rule of object, subject, subject, object, which is pretty fair enough, okay, and you will come up with English is spoken. You put this in past participle. I'm just writing PP for the short form, past participle, by people all over the world, okay, but there's a catch here. If I tell you people are saying this and people are saying that, or they told me about this, your first question would be which people, okay. People means what? Indefinite, okay. They asked me to come there. Who they? Who are these they? Are they your colleagues? Yes, if I say my colleagues, I'm defining the people or the group of people I'm talking about. But people is indefinite. If I come and tell you we are going for a picnic, would you like to join us? Your first question would be who we, who all are coming, yeah, because we is indefinite, right? So the rule is when you have an indefinite pronoun or a noun in the passive voice, you will not use it. So this correct sentence is English is spoken all over the world. So you can have things like we, they, someone, okay, people, okay. So you have various indefinite nouns and pronouns. When in passive voice, you will not use by the people, by someone, by us, okay. Generally, the rule is you do not use it. You have the new subject and the verb in the past participle with the supporting verb. In this case, it is. So English is spoken all over the world, full stop. So remember, there are always some exceptions to the rules, and you've learned 2 exceptions today, or rather 1 exception, because this is really important. Well, that brings me to the end of active and passive voice only present tense. Now I'm sure after a little practice, you can go out and use or rather speak in the passive voice, generate curiosity, sound less offensive, and take your language to the next level. Well friends, thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.